That's a lot. Oh my gosh, how many is that doing? That's crazy. Oh, it blurred. Oh.
Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We are the RC Sailors.
This is Popeye.
And we're all excited to be bringing you a quad review today. This is the
JJRC H11. We got ours for $48.99 on geekbuying.com.
It's the H11C to be exact, and it is. What did you say? That it's $49. So let's see what comes in this.
Again, another box with snowmobiles and stuff on it. What's with the snow?
That's a skiing guy.
Whatever. Snow's on it. Don't understand why JJRC is putting snow on their boxes.
They're encouraging the winter. Yeah, okay, so before we lose our daylight, let's get this thing out of the box and show you guys what comes inside the H11C box. First and most boring is the instruction manual. Sometimes important, but most of the time broken English, and we just won't use that.
No.
Second, we have the quad itself, which is super exciting. I think this looks really cool, and I'm excited to get it in the air. There is a battery hatch on bottom.
And it comes with a...
It doesn't say, actually.
I don't know. It looks like this.
But the cool thing about it is that it plugs into the quad and then the hatch closes and you do have an on-off switch. I like the profile of the quad just like this, so I'll be flying it without the landing gear or prop guards.
Here it's a USB charger with this type of end, just so you all can see.
Very cool, very cool. All right,
Ooh, that looks cool. We haven't had a transmitter that looked like this. Look at that.
Right, I like it.
Look at that.
A lot of buttons, a lot of cool little.
Out.
Okay, that's. let them see what's going on. So that's pretty neat. Nice, different style transmitter.
Look at those big blue buttons.
Yes.
See?
We've got our prop guards that we won't be using. There are 4 in there that mount right to the outside of the props, and you have extra props in this bag with a screwdriver and landing gear. We won't be using these things, but
they call flips
rollovers. There's a little bit of looks like foam pads maybe for the camera. I believe that's what those are for, and I think there's a camera in here. Let's double check.
The camera was already on the quad.
Nope. In the white box we have our camera, so I'll probably mount that on and see if it does a good job flying. And recording video. It actually has some dampers already on there. Those were spare dampers. So I've charged the battery already, which means we get to go outside and have some fun and show you guys the JJRC H11C in action with a cool little transmitter that Abby can't hold still.
Okay, we're putting the camera on.
Well,
no, we're
that's
not. We're
the
putting the battery in.
Abby's not good at RC stuff anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you had a camera in your hand.
Yeah, well, it's gonna have
You
it.
got to put the battery in first.
I believe so. But it's a snug fit.
Makes sense.
Very snug fit with the wire there. I feel like I'm pinching it or something, but okay. There, okay, that's not closing.
Oh, that's easy.
It's easy to hook on. Let's see.
You got to
here.
plug it in?
Yeah.
Where's it go?
Plugs in right over here, but I probably should have done that first, so let's plug it in. There. Oh, only goes one way, so. The battery hatch seems to be a poor design because there's not enough space in here for that little wire.
Oh no.
Yeah, so what I want to do is flip it over and see if we can get it to fit a little better. Come on. Come on, JJRC, you're a good quad company. I like your stuff. Let's do this. Not staying closed very well. And it just keeps falling off.
Oh no.
What's happened is the little thing in there to plug into has fallen down too far.
Oh no.
And it's not making a connection, so like I said, it's just not.
Jam it in there. Tape it.
It's a little hard to see, but right there, that little white seating is where the camera plugs in, and it's fallen down past the lip of the quad making it pretty much impossible to get the camera plugged in. It won't plug in. So we'll be flying without the camera, and then the battery just barely fit in here because I had to really cram the wire in there. I'll show you. I guess I probably won't even be able to get it closed again. I just had to cram that wire in there just so I could get the battery hatch closed. So unfortunately, JJRC, at least with mine, my H11C, has a bad setup for the camera plug, and we won't be doing any camera recording, which is not a surprise. All these quads that we're getting lately are just not doing great on their cameras. But we're still going to do a flight test for you guys. So let's take it out before it gets dark, and I'll fly this around the yard and show you how it does in the sky. One disappointment already is that the transmitter does not have the batteries included, and they're 3 AAA batteries. So not only are they my least favorite kind of batteries to put in a transmitter, it's an odd number. They're 3. So
Nathan's slightly OCD.
All right, so here we go. We turn this guy on. Beeping like a maniac. The lights look good though.
Ooh, I like the green lights. Ooh, it has eyeballs. Look at that. Look, it's Christmas.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, it's Christmas
Take
lights.
Taking off. Oh nice, it actually flies extremely well. There is a lot of throttle punch on this. What's this? Watch, 3, 2, 1. Look how much throttle this has. This has a lot of lift. Okay, so there's my full yaw. It is super slow, but I have a lot of pitch in this rate. Well, not a lot, but it's enough to move me around pretty well. Okay, now let's see if I can find some rates here. Looking for rates. There's photo, video, automatic return. It's working.
Whoa!
Automatic return kind of works.
Thought it was
so here I'm flying away from us, and I hit automatic return, and it's coming back for the most part.
That's crazy.
I'll hit CF,
I've never seen that really work well.
CF mode, which is headless mode. It's working, so I'm pushing away and staying in yaw.
And that's good because you didn't have to like reset it. It just
Right.
worked.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
That's cool.
There's a lot of them we have to like completely reset it and calibrate it that way.
Here's my. We're gonna do a flip, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ooh,
Now,
that was really
they didn't really see it because
Okay, yeah.
stay up
Let's go.
high,
Okay.
please.
Watch the flip.
Okay.
Extremely fast
Yeah.
and tight.
Can you do one low?
Yes.
Lower.
Okay. Extremely fast
Yeah.
and tight flips. That's crazy. I've never seen one do it like this. So let's do that again. So that's impressive to me.
It gains altitude right before
Yeah.
it does it, doesn't it?
Yes. And now I'm going to change I can turn the lights off, I believe, if I hold that in. Yep, see, no more lights.
Aww,
And I'll turn them back on.
I like the lights.
And now the same button as my speed. So now I'm in rate 2. I'll do 2 for you here. So there we go. And it looks like yaw is faster, and I'll do rate 3 now.
I like those lights.
Yeah, so there's rate 3.
Whoa,
I
that's
can
cool.
do cyclones, and I can zip this. I really like how this flies. It's a shame about the camera. The lights look amazing, and it's really a shame about the camera. So here's how fast I can get it to go. That's full
Papa's
throttle.
over there with Herbie.
Here we go. Coming by again. That's a fast plug. There's my yaw. Hey, I like this quad a lot.
It flies really well.
Yes, it does. Would you like to try it?
It's unfortunate about the camera, and yes,
Okay.
I would like to try.
I'll give you rate 2. How's that?
Okay. I like the lights on it a lot.
Me too.
Look, because it's like little dots on the side of it.
Oh, yeah, they're little LED strips.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's got a nice blue
I didn't even notice the blue
headlight.
bar. The red and green stand out really
Yeah.
well.
I like the orientation, the shape for, orientation in the sky, and I love how it looks without the landing gear and the prop guards. Okay, go ahead. It's got... Jeez. Wrong way there, Abby. Oh, you're touching the power line.
What the heck?
Okay, bring it down.
Red?
Red's the back, Abby.
Oh, I thought it was the front.
No,
Oh, that's my
the way it should be. Okay, here we go.
The front.
It has the blue bar.
Red goes in the back. But it looks like eyeballs.
Okay, you're hard to film. You are all over the place.
The lights are actually confusing me.
Really?
Yeah.
Blue is the
It's
front,
the eyeballs.
red is the back. Looks like taillights on a car. Well, it's a nice, super stable. Okay. Okay, good job.
On there.
Bring it down, please. Okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay, I'll fly.
I'm fired.
She gets fired.
This one's a little harder to fly.
I don't think so. I think it's got a lot of power and it's a very capable quad. Although Abby does do better with the more docile quads. Maybe I should have put you in rate 1.
Maybe.
But I like how this flies quite a bit.
And I got kind of screwed up with the orientation because, oh my gosh. You suck. Because the red, it's eyeballs. It looks like eyeballs.
I disagree.
Look.
I mean, I guess it
That looks
does.
like the front because it looks like eyeballs.
Like scary eyeballs.
Yeah, that's what I got confused.
I like the flip.
The flips do really well.
Yep. It's got power. It's got.
Can you do that thing where it like falls out of the sky and does a couple flips?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, let's try it. Ready? Nope,
Nope.
I didn't.
Oh
time
no,
it right.
blurred. Oh, neat.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of missed it though.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
I just missed it.
That's a lot. Oh my gosh, how many is that doing?
A lot.
That's crazy.
So we'll keep it one more time.
Oh, it blurred.
Oh. Pretty hard. Well, that's a lot of fun. This is a fun to fly quad. It's nice
We're up
and
to
bright.
like 7 minutes.
Yeah, I can feel the battery getting a little weaker. We'll at least see what the low battery indicator looks like.
Wow, that thing just goes fast.
I do like the flip, especially when you do your fake flip.
Tell them what you're doing. Show them what you do.
Okay, alright, so if you want to do the fun fast flips on a quad like this, get it to start its own flip and then kill the throttle in the middle of its flip.
Alright, do it one more time and I'll...
So I'll try to, so hit the flip button, let it flip, and then kill the
Oh
throttle.
my gosh, it's coming down on us.
Can you get the transmitter? Hit the flip button, and as soon as it starts to do a flip, kill the throttle.
I can't get them both at the same time.
Okay. Well, that's how you do it. It's easy. Okay, I just lost signal.
Oh no!
It just completely lost signal, and that's it.
Oh, it's going on the house.
Yep. Okay, that was scary. that was the first. Let me speak on that because that is the first time that's ever happened in the history of me flying quads at all. It was flying up, I lost signal, and it decided it wanted to keep flying up. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but that's never happened to me flying a quad before. Don't like that at all. And I just noticed something while I was looking at the bottom of this quad. Point that out. See that in there? That's the motor. So the motor is actually mounted in there sideways along with the shaft, and then I'm sure it's geared out to have lift in this little, circle here. But that's the motor in there, which is very interesting. That I did not like. That was I thought I was just gonna lose it.
Thought I was gonna have to climb on our house. At least it was our house.
Anyway, let's try to get that low battery indicator going. I don't know if
Dogs don't like the quad. He let the dogs out.
I don't know if that was a range issue or what was going on, but it just kept going up. I would be afraid to push the range on this one very very far because of that just happened. But as you can see, this flies really well. I honestly will say this is one of my favorite foreign flying quads of the year. It's really performing well.
But it's worth about half the price since our camera didn't work. But that doesn't mean if you buy it that your camera won't work. It's just
Right. Did you get
we
that?
got a bad one. It was in between this tree line, so no, not really.
That's fun. I like those flips.
That is just flipping like crazy.
Yeah. Still got a good battery in this too. That range thing scared me though. I don't like. There we go. That's a low battery.
You're done, son.
Okay, so I'm getting my low battery indicator there. Slow blinking lights. Hard to miss that. That means we're done. So I'm gonna turn it off and turn off the transmitter. I like the transmitter. There are functions that I wasn't really able to test out, which was just with the camera. That was a little disappointing. But your rates and your light button is here. Your flips are here. But I was
Which
doing
both
those fun
worked
flips
really
on.
well.
These are trims. These are trims. And
The CF mode with headless mode worked really, really well.
pretty well.
And
Yeah.
the return to home worked too.
Yeah, good transmitter. I don't like that it's 3 AAAs. I feel like that may have been part of my range issue because that's not as much power as 4 AAs. And the quad has amazing power and flies really well. The only negative thing I can say about this is that the camera would not connect, which means I didn't get to test the camera at all. Anyway, this if you want to buy this for yourself,
Oh, and it was like a 10-minute flight time too, which is good.
great flight time. If you want to buy this yourself, we'll have it linked in the description box below for you to check out, and maybe you can find one without the camera and just buy it without the camera for a bit cheaper.
Or with a working camera.
Or a working camera, but quite honestly, I'd just go without the camera on this one. That's fun, and I would just pass.
Yeah,
it.
because with the camera it wouldn't perform as well.
If this is your first quad ever and you want one with a camera, sure, try to pick it up. But if you've already got a quad with a camera, just get this without the camera. That's my advice. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.